It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jaguars and the Dolphins.
And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, there's nothing quite like it, that feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man from Georgia.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation, making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here comes 3rd down at 7. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now a handoff looking right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. In motion goes the tight end. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. The kick by Sanders is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10 to about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
It's complete to Brown, right side. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short throw there to Strange. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. Well, getting close to the end zone. And quarterback. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Miami set to take over. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
from the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing 1st half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle as time expires in the 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead on the final play of the half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now,
Plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Foyesade and Uwican. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. On play action, they'll throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And that pass rush tells us that Bradley Chubb is back in form after his knee injury a season ago. Led the league with 6 forced fumbles and had double-digit sacks for the first time in 5 seasons 1 year ago.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he That's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. You always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a 2nd and 6.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody. At the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Still 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So there you go, Charles. How about this for a debut? A 2nd rushing touchdown in NFL game number 1.
How about it? It just points to me how confident that this young man is, but also how much confidence his coaching staff and teammates have in him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now, after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 28 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. There's the stiff arm, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home